My goodness, hello! How are we all doing today? Emperor, thank you so much for those gifted subs! Those are going out to, let me scroll up here. Artsy Squeaker, Mouser, Valo the Sneaker, Original Davidus, Radio Santi, Day Day, Ari, and Corvus Corax himself getting a sub. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. How are you today? Thank you for the support. Thank you. We've also got Replay, Buzz, Remember Yelko, hello, Riot, Decker, Scott, headed to lurk, Fireforge, hello, how we all doing? Ravenlord, hello, Autofire, I know is lurking. How we all doing? Well, we are closer to a stream tomorrow. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Yeah, Refray mentioned that there are Space Marine drops. If we want to play some more Space Marine, we would probably just do operations, but we can do that, but we're working toward that sub goal, so thank you very much, I appreciate it. Today, we have something a little different. I'm gonna be painting this 3D print. This is Dizzy from Guilty Gear. So she has these wings that are like sentient, and they actually connect to her back here. So eventually, and I've got to get the angle on this right, eventually these will connect back here and be her wings. Pretty cool, right? So we're gonna dive in with this today. I did a little bit of airbrushing, but because we're doing like the 2D style, there's not like a whole lot of airbrushing I can do. But we're just gonna dive in, and I haven't streamed one of these, so it's gonna be fun to kind of do the 2D together. But that's what we got. What are you guys up to today? Thank you again for the support, I appreciate it. Thank you. I did play a little bit more Space Marine last night. I hate to say it, I think I'm at that point where I've seen all the things and I'm okay to like step back a little bit, you know? Like if we want to stream it, that's fine. I'm also happy going to another game. I did do Bulwark, yeah, so I did a couple with the guys last night, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do other stuff right now. I hit that point where it's like, okay, like I've seen the things and now we're grinding, which is fine. I don't mind doing like a couple, but I'm good to do something else for a little bit. Getting annoyed at trying to make assault work. Yeah, I think, what the fuck? Bulwark, I'm trying to get used to being up front again. I'm excited to get more of, like, the perks and stuff. To, like, feel like I can stay up there longer. Like, I feel like I was doing okay. Considering I've been in the back with Heavy this whole time. But yeah, I'm ready to get the other perks. But yeah, I'm ready to, like, do a couple in the evening, then be like, okay, I'll do something else. But how are you? Welcome in. More like kissing gear. Who are we smooching? Who are we smooching? Get out of my system. All good, buds. Who are we smooching from Guilty Gear? I need to know. There are no wrong answers. Who are we smooching? I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the skin tone. It's probably gonna take a couple coats, but I wanted to get it nice and smooth so we can do our kind of 2D style on it. I think what I've learned as I do the repaints is the smoother we can get this, the better the effect comes across. So we're just gonna be very careful and get it as smooth as we can. Norman, hello, how are you? Search for me, sounds good, Scott. Hey, Let's Start Gaming, welcome in. We're doing alright, how are you? We're doing a paint of a 3D print today. Who is familiar with this character? I don't know, I've seen a character that wouldn't be good for smooching. Yeah, all the character designs are so good, which is why I kind of, I would say I kind of started with Street Fighter for like learning fighting games, but I always loved watching Guilty Gear and obviously Dragon Ball Fighters, because they're very fast, and Arxis has the like, just the design and the anime like feel down. So they're very fun to watch. And then yeah, all the designs for Guilty Gear are nuts. So fun. Why is my chat not scrolling? Twitch? Fine, thank you, good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, how is everyone doing today? What are we up to, chat? So I did a little bit of Space Marine last night. I got some stuff back together. I pulled out some projects we can do for October. Do you guys want to see those? I got some emails sent out. I got my desk cleaned up, which, man, when I did the desk cleanup, I felt so much better. Yeah, Wild Wolf, welcome in. How are you? Let's rock. How are you? And who do you main? I was telling chat, I started learning fighting games with Street Fighter, but man, I really love Guilty Gear. I've been trying to learn Geo. I need to get back to it. I got distracted. I bought a fight stick and everything, so I can learn Geo. Oh yeah, that was the one thing. Two of her little thingies did break, but I'm gonna try and fix those a bit later. They're just very, very small. I feel like Bridget is the easy answer. Bridget's a cutie. Bridget's a cutie. Alright, do we want to see what's up for October? Okay, so this is what I kind of initially picked. If we can add more, I will. I'd like to add some, like, really creepy stuff along with... These are kind of cute October. We need to find a spooky October. Okay. The first one is another one of the ones where they dress up as the bosses for Halloween. So this is Kingdom Death. So he's dressed up like the king boss, and then he's got his little trick-or-treat and stuff. If you guys remember, I did a bunch where they're in their Halloween costumes. He would match them. So I thought that would be fun to do for October. We also have, speaking of, little Lucy's dressed up for Halloween. Just realized I have two Lucy foxes here. Okay, so this is her little mouse outfit. She likes her cheese. We got her. Thought she was cute for October. I like the little stars on her leggings too, very cute. I pulled her out. And then I have another Lucy, but this is one that came recently. So if you guys saw the ones yesterday, the other day, this is Questing Lucy. I thought she looked... She's obviously like a mage. She looks very witchy. And I kind of want to do Ronnie from Kingdom Death. Or, Elden Ring, sorry. This is Kingdom Death. I kind of want to go Ronnie from Elden Ring. So that's what I kind of picked initially. But I do want to find some more spoopy things. So I'm going to go through, I think, some Malifaux and some other stuff today. That's the first things I pulled out. Anyone else picking out some spooky projects for October coming up? Oh, I guess the other thing I did yesterday is I was working on my September challenge. So before we get to October, I gotta finish my fire prism. So I did some airbrushing. I'll come back and do like the edge highlights on the gem later. I think I kind of like the overspray look on the crystal. I may just leave that and then clean all this up for the black. And then I've got to figure out decals and get them all done. Got that done yesterday too. I kind of like the overspray look. May just leave it. Oh, welcome back, bud. Gone, welcome in. How are you? Norman says, as soon as you get in print a few more Halloween themed stuff, printed some Halloween themed cat, a ghost, skeleton, zombie, for girlfriend, pumpkin, monster, and I stopped there so far. I can print Ronnie as well, but it's a boring paint job for me. I think it just depends how much you want to lean into the effects and things. Like if you do the moonlight glow and stuff on her. Like some spooky games for October? Anyone else working on getting stuff together? That was kind of my night. It was nice to kind of get back to the groove after, man, like I just kind of no-lifed it last week and just had to get back to some stuff. I love going like real hard on a game like that, but definitely at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm good stepping back a bit. I'll do a couple and then I'm good for the day. I'm in mobile health. Oh, so the carpet cleaner's been done. I hope it goes well today, Riot. Sorry you're stuck on... I hate being on mobile, so I understand. Now what is everyone else up to today? What do we got going on, chat? What games have you acquired so far, Reaper? I was watching while we were doing Space Marine. Scott picked up basically it's like Supermarket Sim, but for a like trading card store. So he was like checking people out. You can actually like crack open packs. They have like their own like not Pokemon cards in the game, which are really cute. But yeah, just watching him. There's a point where like one of the nerds is really gross and stinky, and you like go spray him with Febreze, which is pretty funny. I was watching him play that for a little bit. While I was working on my magic cards behind him, actually, which makes it even better. I was the sweaty nerd in the background. Nerd. A longer-term Halloween village project. This should be part of spooky season. You were working on that last year, right, Butts? Or am I thinking of something else? You got that in your nativity. You got all the holiday projects. The Mini Factory removed free results from their search. That's weird. There's a lot of that. It seems weird. You gamble on the value of leaving packs sealed. That's the, yeah. That was... I guess when you crack open the packs, like, you can then sell them as singles. So he had, like, a little singles table set up to where you can browse cards, and I don't know, it was cute. He was having a fun time with it. Let's see, so far, Silent Hill 2 remake, maybe Hollow Body, Mortician's Assistant, looking for others. I hope the Silent Hill remakes are good. I will probably watch someone play through those. I wish I liked, like, horror gameplay more. I always love the stories, but the actual gameplay loops really, not as fun for me. What mini is this? Hey, Painted So. This is a 3D sculpt of Dizzy from Guilty Gear. She actually is coming up in their next, like, season pass, so I thought it was a fun time to go ahead and print it and do a little bit of a 2D paint on her. What are you up to? It's converting the ceramic Christmas village into spooky stuff. Okay. I thought I remembered you working on something last year, but I couldn't remember in a little bit. Couldn't remember exactly what it was. Part of me is wishing I had airbrushed the skin instead of the white, but that's okay. I did the white because we had a lot of overlapping here, and I thought airbrush would be a little bit easier to get some of that. But the skin tone's definitely going to take a couple coats. That's okay. We're not in a rush today, right, chat? We just want this as smooth as we can get it. Working and stomping on with my night. Nice. Good. You see some passes, series mask. Well, I mean, they're all on different passes. This is like the 4th season pass. Yeah. They're all in there. Such is the way of fighting games. So this one has Dizzy. This is the one that the Cyberpunk collab is going to be on. Oh, it's Venom, I think, was the other character I was looking at. And then a new character, which I now can't remember the name of. Oh, is Twitch being weird again today? Okay. No, that's good to know. I'm glad you said something. Now I know if weird things are in the chat. You know, other than normal chat. Progress in the Discord? Cool, I'll look after stream here. Slam, hello, how are you? Let's see, certain background story for Custom Space Marine chapter, very nice. Hello, this is the famous adult Nikki Sullivan. I did it, Slam. I did it. I did my emails. I did some airbrushing. I got her ready. I meal prepped. I made my little zucchini boat thingies. I did it. I am so adult. What you up to today? Trying to get Dizzy all sorted here while Sadie's being absolute menace. I gotta get her hair color started too. I guess for anyone who's not familiar with this character, this is not the pose, so that'll be interesting too. But this is the character, so you can see the different wings. But we're gonna have to figure out the lighting and stuff ourselves. But that is the full thing. I never know if I should put like the art like under my name and stuff. If you guys like to see that or not, but that's the picture I'm working off of. It's Dizzy Day, yeah. Did you align your pharmacies on the treadmill? Not yet. Sorry. Sorry, I go for the 2 p.m. instead of the 2 a.m. pharmacy alignment. Sorry. Let's get some of the black started as well. We all normal here, that's right. That's right. Last of the box meals, we have a zucchini boat thing too. They're really good. Oh yeah, I really like. So I do for mine, but I do a little bit. Obviously, yours would be different. I do Italian sausage, some like pasta sauce. I fold in some cottage cheese for some extra protein, and then some like mozzarella. I do the red pepper flakes at the end. Yeah, I make like an Italian one. It's very good. Everything's better in the PM. Big agree. Big agree. I wish I could do the like morning workout. I've tried. Like I know we're memeing, but I wish I could do the earlier workout. My body is just like, no. No. I remember when we first got Sadie, I tried to. Like, okay, I'm gonna get up at 7. We're gonna go walk the dog and work out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We seem to run around a ride at Alton Towers in the UK. I'd say Slam would know. Get her little strappy started here. I think I make another loaf of zucchini bread this week. This time with almonds instead of extra chocolate chips. That sounds good. I know I mentioned the Discord. I keep finding like pumpkin recipes. I'm not big on like pumpkin spice coffee. But like the pumpkin breads and stuff I really like. They're really, really good. Need to just find time to make one. I guess after I do my Space Marine dailies for the day, I'll make some bread. Something that for a morning workout. When it's 9 a.m., you've already done the hardest thing you're gonna do all day. It feels good. But it's not sustainable for me either. I'm just not the person. Yeah, I don't have the energy at that time. When I tried for like a week or two. And like, I just don't have the strength that early. I wasn't able to do like anywhere near my normal workout stuff. My body is just not, I don't have the energy for it just yet. I wish I could. I bought some extra mixing bowls yesterday. That's a good idea. I want to do more baking. It was fun. You get a bunch of recipes together. Yeah. I think especially as you're like getting into more of the, as you've mentioned, kind of better diet stuff. Finding those go-to recipes can be really nice. Those things that you know you like and you don't have to think about it. It's kind of fun to try a bunch of stuff and see what you like. Baking is science for hungry people. You get to eat the results. It's the best. It's the best. I go through like spurts where I really like it, and then other times where I'm like, I don't want to be bothered with any of this. And the thought of having to cook again is too much. Sometimes eating 3 times a day is just, it's a lot. I don't know how else to put it. It's a lot. Sometimes I don't want to deal with it. Oops. I missed this part and I'm kind of mad about it. I used to go trail running before the sun came up once a week. Want to talk about spoopy season? Yeah, that'll do it. When I used to do more of the walks here in the neighborhood, there is a, there's like a preschool daycare kind of near us. And like the kids would be playing outside, but it'd be like the morning fog. So it's just like fog and children laughing in the distance. It's really creepy. So I think of that every time for like fall runs and walking. Very creepy children. Getting a collection of quick homemade dinner meals, so I don't have to eat out at the pub as often. Don't have the sad boy dinner PB&J multiple times a week. Yeah, I think finding those go-tos can be a lot of fun. And then you feel a lot better about having stuff on hand. Alright, let's start. I wanted to get some of that blocked in. It's going to be kind of tricky working on some of this lower stuff at the moment. I feel like right in here is a really good spot to just kind of keep working while we're together here. We need to figure out this blue for her hair. We need to get, I think the white for the coat shouldn't be too bad. It's going to be matching this blue is going to be the tricky bit. I was looking at it, I don't know off the top of my head what color I want to go with for that. So, that may be our tricky bit today. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for Sadie. There's a crew across the street working. So she's going to be loud today. Oh, I was very happy to have the dog with me. James, hello! Thank you, we're getting there. So we've got the wings to do a little bit later. I think I'm going to try and focus on her today while we're together. And then I may pick at her a little bit more like later. Well, thank you, we're getting started. What are you up to today? One of my coworkers lives near a farm that raises puppies. Whenever she takes her dog for a walk for work, she gets to see all the puppies running around the yard each morning. That's so cute. Seeing deer scatter into the darkness, understanding the idea of where will-o-wisp comes from. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, let's get the white highlights out. Let's do that. We'll start there. It's like that. I'd like a pure white, which I already have out. She's also got gold on her like buckles and stuff, so let's get that. Anyone else doing some hobby today? Sounds like we've got nights in progress. If I do more painting today, it'll probably be the fire prism and get that together. My purifiers continue to progress towards done. Let's go. I need to highlight paper, clean up the black and highlight, paint heraldry, and then paint 6 Nemesis force weapons. Hope to be done by Friday. I think that's a good goal. Yeah. Force weapons I know can take some time depending on how you want to do that, but I think that's a great goal. I think Fire Prism and then Asmodee is also really close for me, so I'll probably work on that a bit. I have a couple quotes to send out, and then I'm kind of set for the day. Pick and choose on painting. It's a really hard cut right across her arm. And then, unfortunately, smooth out the white the best we can. The really tricky part, too, with some of the 2D repaints is a lot of this doesn't feel like it's coming together until we get the black lining. So I'm going to try and keep that in mind while we're together, too. Sometimes it'll bug me out a little bit that it's not looking quite right until the very end. JPEG, hello, how are you? What you up to today? Speaking of Asmodee, I did post our purple Dark Angels today on socials. I'll throw those in. That's not what I meant, sorry. I'm gonna spam the chat for a second. If you want to check those out, those are on TikTok and Instagram this morning. Trying to be good. I'm still posting every day. Get our socials back on track here. Those are up if you want to check them out. I think because I'm working on them, I'm gonna go ahead and repost. I never posted fancy photos of the lion, and we need to do that. So I may do that here. As part of— okay, bot, hold on. I know I goofed up. Doesn't mean you get to goof up. But says, keep trying to find time for building gnomes. But stupid work keeps asking me for when stuff's gonna be done. We'll tell them after the gnomes. After the gnomes, they can have their stuff, you know? Alright, so she's got the outer layer is the white, and she does have like a blue trim for this inner. So even more blue to figure out here soon. Be a lot of color matching today, which is kind of fun. Let's see, trying to think if we had hobby news. I feel like all I've seen is Space Marine. Pre-orders for this week were Kill Team, if anyone's interested in the big Kill Team box. They also are releasing, I guess re-releasing some of the Kill Teams with the new rules, so new cards and things. Okay, so their inner section is the white as well. I feel like maybe the color I'm using becomes our mid-tone as we go up to the pure white. Feeling it out as we go here. Either way, it'll be nice to have this color to work up to our white. I'm not too worried about it. And the outer section of her cloak is the black. Anyone going to be hopping in for a new edition of Kill Team? Who's excited for that? I think I mentioned I've got the Corsairs from when they came out. If anyone wanted to try Kill Team like here locally, I'd probably just blue them. Have them ready to go. I think I painted some of them. I think the rest at least have base coats, but I'd have to get them back out to see. I remember working on them, but I don't remember how far I got. Now that the Harlequins are done, I sort of want to see if I can use them for Kill Team. Just because it's fun to actually use the stuff you paint. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just because I didn't play the last edition. Anyone know if that's gonna take them for Kill Team? I can decide how I want to do this white haircut. She does keep a fair amount of that dark shadow too in the art, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. I think what we might do is leave it where it's at the moment. Do the white highlight and see where that is. And then if we need to pull one back, do more of another. Do that. Excited for Kill Team. Likely can't afford the big box. I think I'll grab the book and the minor accessories instead. I think that's a good compromise, you know? Still get to hop in and have the rules, but maybe do that with what you got. Slam love for red is big as Nikki's love for blue. Slam has a fair amount of reds from what he's told me. I understand this though, because like honestly, I don't know if I have the blue I want for today. we may be trying a lot of blues here today, chat. I don't honestly know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start basing in her. She's got like buckles and things. Go ahead and get that started. Just kind of want to map everything out, even if it's not going to stay that color at the moment. Just want to map out what we got. Anyone else playing any other games? Reaper mentioned getting ready for spooky season. I've been space marining, but may add in something else here. I think if anything, I'd just go back to more Dark Souls. Or maybe pick a smaller little story game in between. The buckles are going to benefit from our black lighting quite a bit too. I do like red. It's hopefully only done for now. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Eldar Codex, but also Lemon Then. The Whiplash turn of GW's change of mood can never be underestimated. Yeah. I think especially with, like, Harlequins is one of those, where it's like, you're part of this, oh, now you're your own thing, oh, now you're back with this. Harlequins are a little tricky to know exactly where they're gonna go, and, like, what they're gonna be with. It's part of why I've hesitated with mine a little bit. I can't seem to figure out where they want to keep them. It's always weird. You just bought a Harlequin troop? They're really fun. I've got some I need to work on as well, but they're fun models. Alright, so under this top one, that is gray, kind of, it's not quite lacy, but it's some texture. End up becoming gray here. Prepping the weavers for airbrushing very soon. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited to see them, buds. The troop that you finished is very pretty. I like your color scheme a lot. What's my exacto knife? Oh, wound seal. Oh, back to building them. Sorry that the exacto got you. Ouch. I also think Carlys are unfortunately a cause of their own lack of interest. I assume that people think they're probably difficult to paint and diamonds are not necessary. Yeah, you don't have to. I think that's... Whenever someone, like, mentions that, I, like, try to make a point and be like, you don't have to do that. They're your toys. You can paint them however you want. Now, are the diamonds cool? Absolutely. And if that's part of why you picked them up, then, yeah, you're gonna have to figure it out. But I also don't think they're as hard as people make them out to be. Are they tedious? Yeah. Are they difficult? I want to build the gnomes. I like to do all the airbrush priming at once. That makes sense. I also kind of do the same. Glad to hear it. I'll get back to them and paint another army of them. Let's go. Once you get into it, it's not that hard. Yeah, and I think people just either forget or don't think about, like, you can touch it up. Like, do your first kind of draft of them, and you can absolutely just touch them up after. Checkers are the same way, which are, let's face it, they're just sideways diamonds. Okay, you can go back and touch those up. It's really not a big deal. Oh, she does have a sleeve. Okay, so there's a black sleeve coming out of them. Well, this is why we map it all out. It's actually black. Now she's starting to look like something. What color is the hair gonna be? It is blue. So it is. This is the blue I've got to match Seed Acre. So here is the, if you're not familiar with the character, that is Dizzy, and then she has two wings that are sentient. So this, and I never get the angle quite right. This one's on this side, and this one is up here-ish. So we've got, that is the full model that we'll be working on. But we got to figure out that blue here in a little bit. The touch-ups are so necessary. Yep. Yep. And, like, it's okay to touch things up. I don't know, people get weird about it sometimes, I think. I think a lot of people feel like it has to be, like, perfect the first time they do something, but no. Most of my day is touching things up. As a professional painter, most of my day is touching up my touch-ups. It's not gonna be perfect first time you do it. There's in the background story written down. Nice. Glad it's coming along. More worried about realistic black leather than the diamond freehand. That one's really fun because it's a lot of just like a strong highlight. It's just getting it positioned correctly. But again, that's easy to touch up too. Those things that seem scary on paper and you do them and it's like, damn, I did pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Mine aren't perfect, but I love them. Yeah, they're great. You absolutely should love them because they look sweet. You guys are gonna make me get my Harlequins out. I was already kind of thinking about it. You guys are making me. You guys are making me think about it. It was all yours and wasted mine's fault. Earbright Jesse, hello, how are you? My old Instagram with my old Pearly army. I had a picture of my initial diamond sketches. I wish I still had it. It looked like a spider crawled through ink and then over the mini. But you gotta get it started. I think that's the thing I'll always scream at chat. Gotta get it started. Always chat's fault? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, we're gonna go back with our white highlight, and I'm gonna try and sketch in where I want this to. So for this, I think I want it right along. I'm gonna get our angle right here. Maybe right along here. Follow the shape of her arm. That white's not showing up as much as I thought it would. Interesting. Move our ults in. Shape around. This is also Reaper white, so it is a bit thinner. So do another coat here in a second when it dries. The hardest part was like armpits or 2 sets of diamonds meet. Good news, you can't really see those parts most of the time, yeah. I think the other thing I'll pass off to chat is so much of it is just kind of selling that illusion, right? If you can still line up the lines to where they make sense. Doesn't have to meet exactly. You can just make it nice and crisp and clean where they meet. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can, like, things can be fudged a little bit and make sense and look good. Things don't have to be perfect. These are tragic with the limbs you choose to paint with the diamonds. Helps a lot, I feel. Yeah, I think that makes sense once you've kind of seen how that works. Maybe you have worked yourself into a spot like that and see how it works. Gonna take that approach for the next one. Make this line so smooth. There. 15 life improvement ideas, willing to implement them to our systems. Let's go. Let's go. Job, Scott. And you got your name attached to it. Proud of you. What about making, icy themed Harlequins? We had a commission for that a while back, and they were very pretty. I think that would be a lot of fun. Mine, for when I do get to them. Honestly, now that I've done the Lumineth, it feels a little silly, but... So my BL Tan is the green with the blue, kind of as the accent. The idea for my Harlequins was to do the blue with some orange accents, and maybe some of the green, so they kind of die together, but like not necessarily the same. But now my Lumineth are blue and orange, so... We do it anyway. My elves are just separated by a few thousand years, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna let that white dry. I'm gonna keep working up our black. I was trying to remember if I thought this was enough of a jump for some of the Dragon Ball stuff, but let's see. See what we think. Blue with orange would be the inverse of my Botan. Fitting that you're doing it on elves, yes. It's just it's a fun color combo. I mean, not biased at all. My studio logo is blue and orange. Not biased at all. Just a fun color combo. And they both work with the green, so just, I don't know. Seems like a good fit. When cleaning out the Warham's and moving, I found my bag full of my test schemes. Blue and orange, red and green, gray and blue. That minty, I loved your minty green when you did. Warhammer needs more minty green. Such a sweet color. So cool. Mobile just tried to make me unfollow you. Mobile, we're gonna be beefing here. Like that's not okay. Well, I know people were saying that like if you're watching on mobile, it would still try and like kick you from the stream. is not okay either. Don't leave me, chat. I can't handle it. Don't leave me. Ooh, some minty green salamanders? That would be pretty sick. I don't want to go nowhere. I like it here. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it. Mobile's trying to take you away from me. She was so excited she did the scheming raccoon hand. I think it'd be pretty sweet. It's funny I subconsciously get drawn to the same colors over and over. I think another thing I've kind of learned is to not, like, not to fight that. Because every time I've fought it, I regret it. So, like, that's your thing? Absolutely. Because you're just gonna come back to it. Hey Nacy, you're welcome in. Starting yesterday, mobile's been giving me double pings in the app. Mobile is just such a nightmare. Huge thank you to everyone watching on mobile today. I don't know how you do it. You guys are saints. But thank you. How are you today? Welcome in. We are painting, for anyone coming in. We're painting Dizzy from Guilty Gear. So I picked up Guilty Gear Strive. I was starting to learn it before I got distracted, because I hop around a lot. I've been trying to learn Geo, which has been a lot of fun. But we printed Dizzy here. This is a 3D sculpt from Nomnom Figures. And with her season pass coming up, it seemed like a good time to dive in. So that's what we're doing today. Welcome on in. Want to go to lunch so I can run to the card store and oh, your digital card store. You got a shelf full of deodorant for the stinky nerds. I saw, oh, was it Dragon Con? Someone took deodorant and made stickers with like Tsunemiku. It was just like, don't make Hatsune Miku sad, wear deodorant. And she like sold out of the little like deodorant packs. That's all it was. It was just deodorant with like a cute sticker on it and they sold out. Catch up here. Everything I paint ends up with pink on it, for better or worse. I love that though. I saw GDB trying to fight his magenta love today. I was like, why bother? You just go in on it. I think make that your thing, right? Like, a lot of those artists have their, I mean, I have those colors I always go back to. Make that your thing, I say. Why avoid it? Go full ham on it, I say. My saintliness is recognized. Time to inform the church. Yes, please let them know. Tell them I sent you. I mean, that'll help with the gamer commune, right, Bray? If you're already saintly. It gets us in for our tax break a lot easier. I think. I don't know the detail. There's a mint green Primaris blue. I feel like you've shown me this, but I'm gonna pull it up. Unless chat moves. Yeah, you've shown me this. Yeah. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some trident weapons for characters? Yeah. Goes back to the backpack I picked out for kindergarten. Pink and purple. I only used it once because I got made fun of. Spending my painting career trying to make up for it. Hate when that happens. Pink and purple also a good combo. Proof people will do anything for a cool sticker, even just a gold star. We're a silly bunch. Us humans. We're a silly bunch. Alright. First highlight on the tights. Starting to get somewhere. This front sleeve's kind of throwing me, especially because she's going to be angled like this, which is what I need to. She has, maybe Slam if you can help. She has this as her base. And I was trying to figure out, like, in the game, what exactly this is. But she is, she will be in this. I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's this way. But I have to remember she's gonna be sitting like this, so the lighting will make more sense. And I need to not touch that sleeve because it does make sense. It just looks funky right now. But I need to figure out what that needs to be too. I went through a little Dust Loop website and I didn't see what it was. Oh, Siren, hello, how are you? Join me in the blood. Okay, chat, we all have to make Blood Angel successors. Who are you picking? Who are you picking? This is the vampire girl from the fighting game. This is Dizzy from Guilty Gear. I'll be honest, I don't know her full lore. But this is Dizzy. How are you? I read a little bit of it, but I'm still pretty new to the series. Oh, we're all going flesh terrors? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll take the minty green. You guys gonna go flesh terrors? Right. Oh no, she's the vampire girl from the video game. Well, there you go. I know that she has sentient wings. We're painting those. I got both of those printed. And yeah. That's about it. That's all I know. She has her season pass coming up. I do want to try playing her. And that's about all. What are you up to today? Welcome on in. This miniature is 3D printed. It is from Nomnom Figures. I think we're gonna have a few Nomnom things we work on here on stream. So that's also exciting. I've got an adorable little chibi, Goku, and Shenron. And I have their Ronnie as well. At some point here. Angel Sanguine for Earbright. I think it's sweet as Gabriel's South conversion. Tag Warhammer community in it and tell them to suck it. One of our local friends was doing his converted Sanguinary Guard. I probably need to send it to Slam just for ideas, but he was taking... It was the Jump Marines, the Sanguinary Guard, wings, but he had attached them somewhere kind of that looked nice. And then he had done a little bit of sculpting on the legs, I think, to match the Sanguinary Guard, where it's got the, I think it's like the pillar down the middle and then kind of around the bottom of the leg piece. I can send that later. World Eaters, they're a successor chapter, right? Sure. I mean, and just a few more successions, why not? Sure. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and get our black lining on her leg because it looks very weird without it. And if I need to touch it up, I can. Looks a little better. She's big versus the GW miniature. Yeah. She's, I don't know what the actual scale would be. Only have Lumina for scale. She's larger. Yeah, she's not going in war. We're just painting. She's just pretty and I want to paint her. Double check Dizzy's base. I think she has just ice blocks. Okay, so that'll be what they are. Thank you. And I kept looking. Alright. What do I want to do? Get more of the buckles. Okay. Oh, ice also. I guess we can use some of the same colors as our wing there. Yeah, I guess because from the attacks I saw, it looked like there is... Obviously, I haven't played her. She's not out yet. It looked like some ice and some fire kind of alternating. I think the fire was related to the other wing. Was my best guess at just trying to do some research yesterday. Base sounds pretty cool. You feel Space Marine chapters with anime girls? Do it. Do it. There's on Twitter, there's art for some. There are the maids. And they have 3D sculpts. Do it up. They actually had... I was gonna send this to Slam. The chapter they did today were the white claws. Let me show you guys because I love these. I'm trying to remember username. Oh, I think I liked one of them though. I can get to it from there. Thanks. Yeah, here we go. See, you can have your have the white claws. If you like these, check out this Twitter account. They're so more fun. Hatsune Miku chapter, do it. Do it. Wait, my buy dread? Do it. Thank you so much for the bits, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I need more paint. Do I buy another dread? Waste of Mine says yes. I think I agree. More dreads. Done. Done. Reference for Disney's Eyes, thank you. Ah, yeah, okay. I think I did see that. I just didn't equate it to the base because I'm silly. Perfect, thank you. It was fun going through like the different games too to see her like her design reworks and stuff. That was kind of fun. Like especially like getting into the series real new. It's fun to see all the stuff. I think we're gonna use Night Lord's blue for her hair. I think is what I want to grab and try. So let's do that. Are there successor chapters different flavors? I'm not actually sure. I've seen different ones. There's like, I think the main force is all of like the pink colors for the maids, and then they've done like different ones like that. What else do I want, chat? My Calidor? We'll start there. Start there and see what it gets us. It could have been rocks as well. One game she had colored prisms. Oh, that could have been that also. Wondering if... Just because we have so much blue on this one. But I guess if it's working with it. I think I'm overthinking it. I would never, but I might be overthinking. One of the card orders from this morning. Oh, it's already shipped. I think I actually have one too. I had a little notice from the postal service that something was headed this way. I mean, unless it's the same one. I guess it could be. This one says, I'm failing on night scheme planning. All this time thinking jade, yes. My brain keeps going, but purple exists. I still say jade with some purple accents would be pretty. Yeah, why not both? I think it'd be pretty. Pull in the purple in like a neutral color. For like the heraldry and stuff. I think it could work. The Postal Service, they haven't released an album for a while. Well, now it's headed this way. And Scott helped me get... I had most of my werewolf deck kind of figured out, but with Commander, like, you want to make sure you have enough, like, enchantments and artifacts and stuff, and I just wasn't really sure how much of that to include. So he was helping me finish my werewolf deck, so I can finally play that. It's kind of fun just going through cards and like, do I want to add this? Do I want to add this? Jade and purple. Yep, see? Chat's with it. Chat agrees. I think if you can balance it out with a neutral, it'd work. Could do a nice cream to warm it up a little bit if you wanted. Then you put 60 cards in your considering pile. I think that's my thing, is I just want to play more to see like what I need. I feel like I have a lot of critters, because those are the fun things to pick out. But until I play, I don't know how much of the other stuff I need. Stop pausing without the oh. Twitch and I are fighting today. Oh, werewolves all the time. That's what I'm trying, Fireforge. So, for those who play Magic, I am doing a Tovolar deck. I spent money I shouldn't have, but they had the secret layer for the Not a Wolf, which is an account I've been following for a long, long time. I didn't know he was doing a secret layer, and it came out right before we like got back into Magic, and one of the shops had it, so I grabbed it. I lucked out and I found that last night. They're funny. They make me laugh. Man, you want to play? Yeah, I gotta get... You can help me finalize the deck, and then I will beat you up with the deck. That's the plan. We finalize, and then we beat you up. Yep. I remember a long time ago that I like looking at reading Magic cards more than actually playing. I went ahead and downloaded Arena again, kind of for the same reason. I'm not gonna spend more money on it, other than like the deck I'm finishing up. But like, playing through and like learning the cards, I like that with Arena. So I re-downloaded it. You can certainly try. Intentionally left out the card that does damage to all flying characters. That's okay, I'll put it back. I too can order singles from the interwebs. I think this blue's working. I think finding our highlight color might be our next challenge. Renaissance is the best, since it handles the reams of rulings for you. Yeah. I think, that's kind of what I learned on when we were first getting into it, and I really enjoyed it. How are you? Welcome in. I just got annoyed. I uninstalled it when it felt like I was fighting the game more than my opponent, because, like, there were just clear points where, like, you would be doing well, and then all of a sudden, your mana starved, and it's just the weirdest thing, and it just kept happening over and over and over. It's like, this isn't coincidence. I'm going to uninstall this now. Made me, like, irrationally angry. I was like, this isn't good for my health. I'm getting rid of it. Eldrazi in Arena is easy. Eldrazi in paper, it's a complicated flowchart with statements. I think the hard part with my werewolf deck is with a lot of flipping the cards. I think I'm just going to double sleeve them, so when I put them out, I'll take them out of the top sleeve. But it's like, they're one thing nighttime, one thing daytime, which is why a lot of people I saw on Reddit were giving up playing it in person, because it was a lot of flipping the cards and having to keep track of that, but I get used to it though. And just, yeah, double sleeve or whatever. Make a true random draws. Yeah. Arena's also refreshing. It's 95% rewarding on wins only. Yeah. Let me progress by playing. Yeah, give me something. Still a little bit. I got 2 starter decks for me and mini butts. I gave up trying to remember if you could use mana the turn you put it down. It'll say on... Because you should be able to. Some of them will say that they come in tapped. If they don't have that. Good. Miss Physical, Magic the Gathering. I don't miss paying for physical Magic the Gathering. I'll do Commander physical. That's fine. Anything else, though? No. Absolutely not. Yeah, Commander is definitely the way to go if you're just playing casually. Trying to chase that meadow is... not it. Okay, so that is Cantor Blue. And I feel like that's a good kind of mid-tone. I do want to try the Night Lords as a shade. See where that gets us. Creatures do not swing when they enter unless they have haste. You know what the Rakdos does from Dustmore, but it's like 75 bucks. See, and like if you got it, that's the only one I'm interested in, so I wouldn't get a Duskmourn one. I don't think the other color combos were something I was interested in. Rakdos is fun though. Black-red. Made a bit of that. Maybe I try that deck we found. Okay, let's try this Night Lord's Blue. I think I've used it on miniatures before. Like Warhammer before. There's enough here to... Obviously we'll have black lining on the hair as well. I think that'll work. We definitely need a highlight with it. I mean, our deck. Nikki, you mean our deck. That's right. You're not gonna play it every time. Our deck, comrade. Definitely 20 years, it's too expensive, yeah. That's why we stopped too initially. But keeping to Commander, it's been fun. Alright. For this shade, I'm gonna go right up along bottom over here. Starting to look like it's not gonna be dark enough for the shade that I want. That's okay. Let's try a highlight before we do more of it. Let's try this Calidor Sky with it. It's quite a bit brighter, but we'll see where it puts us. It is cheaper than Warhammer. And I'll actually like want to play it instead of I'm like 40k at the moment. How fun in games so the blue player makes you mill half your deck and has a card that doubles the number of cards you mill, so you mill your whole deck, yeah. Some of the interactions are silly. Not quite the same color, but I don't know. The actual art's a little more desaturated. I might let it dry and see how I feel. Like, it's pretty, it's just not quite right. It was a cool combo to see, but dang, I think that's kind of the fun of Commander too, is it's not necessarily about winning, it's just kind of seeing the combos and how the decks are set up. Not a huge deal, I like. Just cool to see like the themes and stuff that people put together. It was probably my favorite part of Magic, is seeing how the synergy works with a lot of them. It's an infinite combo to pop off, like the Vito Exquisite Blood. Because like the worst thing you do is you pick up your cards again and you go again. Not a huge deal. I even like that. Do I care that it doesn't exactly match? I think we're gonna rock it for now. I enjoy choosing a vintage legacy combo go-off. Can't imagine it's fun on the receiving end. I think it's just the mindset you go into it too. If you go into it with, I'm gonna see some cool magic stuff. And then you get to see cool magic stuff. Like, that's a win, I think. If you're in, like, a tournament setting, then yeah, it could be a win. But that's not Commander, so... I think mindset's a lot of it. Like a Commander. Comp is blit. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'll never play Magic, like, competitively. I think I like it. It's not an exact match, but I think I like it. Trying to think how we could maybe mix it to get the color. Because I straight up don't think I have this color in there. Let me take one more look, chat, before we... I like my Craig blue, but that gets too purple. Fang's too purple. It's not quite Dark Reaper. It's not Thunderhawk. Try that, maybe? Pull him just in case. Maybe? That or just mixing with some gray. We can try. We can try. Anime, welcome in. How are you? We are working on Dizzy from Guilty Gear for the Emperor. How are you today? We're taking a small Warhammer break. We normally paint Warhammer. I needed a break today. I've been working on a Fire Prism. So there's some Warhammer. But today we've got a 3D sculpt that I'm trying to get this hair where I want it. This is close, but it's not exact, and it is gonna bug me, I think is what I've decided. And we need to try at least mixing it before we move on and accept it. It's not quite what I want. Let's try it. Welcome on in. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? Sorting food, enjoy slam. Did you battle a Bruvec deck? My friend has a mono blue mill deck with that commander. It was fun once, but now it's annoying. Oh, that's what Scott had, okay. My favorite faction would probably have to be Space Wolves. They were what got me into Warhammer. So I started in 6th edition 40k with Space Wolves. I've also got Tyranids, the Eldar. And then for Sigmar, I've got Skaven are up there. I've got Skaven, Slanesh, and Seraphon, which have also been a lot of fun. What about you? What have you got? She does have wonderful hair. It's not matching the color. We're gonna try mixing here. Thinking of the blue paint. Certainly has to have the right blue. I think we're gonna have to make our blue. This is just a small taste of what Fern's gonna be as well. I'm gonna have to get that purple just right or it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. What else? Too much gray. Hold on. Too much gray. More blue. Try a different gray. Not it. It is good. Ultramarines and Tyranids. You've got the you've got plenty and plenty of models there for those factions. Plenty of models. Well, come on in. We're going with blue. It'll be blue. It's just I'm trying to get the right blue. Not the not matching as nicely as I would like. This is closer. I'm gonna try it on this left side and see how we feel. Needs a little bit more blue. Purple. Gotta get the right purple waste of mine. This is what a taste of what it's gonna be like. That's a lot closer. Ooh, we might have done it, chat. It's a much closer match. Okay. Let's go back to our main color. We're gonna paint over that blue we did because it's too saturated. Far too bright. I painted my Space Marines and my Tyranid are still in the works. Tyranid are a lot of work, especially if you have to paint all the little dudes. I hate to say it, I burnt myself out a little bit on my nids because of all the little dudes. They're tough. Getting all those together. It's gonna open all the blues at this point. Sitting here fighting it, I just need to open them all up. Alright, we're just gonna repaint right over it. I've got it in the right spot, but it's not the right color. Yeah, luckily I painted all of my little bugs a while back. So I don't have to worry about that too much. Because when the Leviathan box came out, which I'm assuming if you've got Ultramarine Tyranid, you probably picked up Leviathan. When that came out, I didn't have to paint my Termagants and stuff, which made me happy. I do need to go back and finish the little Neurogants, but the games I took them in, they were not very good, so I wasn't, like, rushing to work on them. Yeah, they're not great. I kind of want to try. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry before I mess with anything again. So I'll move it up. Welcome in, Panda. How are ya? Welcome to Shenanigans. We're trying to figure out her hair color. The blues I have are not quite an exact match, so we've had to mix a color here. How are you? This is Dizzy from Guilty Gear. This is a sculpt from Nomnom Figures. If you guys like the sculpt, definitely check out Nomnom. They've got a lot of really pretty sculpts. Headed out nearby. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. Oh, and the Leviathan Tyranids. Oh, with the starter kit that I got. Nice. Nice, nice. I have a custom Hive Fleet. I have Hive Fleet Nom. If you'd like to see them, they're on my socials. Might have to scroll a little bit for when Leviathan came out, but that's my Tyranids. They are a cream and kind of turquoisey. Doing all right. Glad to hear that. We're doing a little bit of a 2D paint here on Dizzy, which is fun. I'm having to figure out things as we go. Excited to do more projects like this, though. Normally when I do it for YouTube, I get a little bit more time to myself to figure it out. Today we do it live. But that's what we got. Alright. I think it's dry enough to try our new color again. Yeah, I'm happier with that. Sick, we did it, chat. Good job. Good job. For the Ultramarines and the Tyranids. That's fair. Panda, thank you so much for the bits, for the vibin'. Thanks for coming to vibe with us. Got anything fun planned for today? don't feel bad for the orc enjoys on your socials. Can't see the birdie recent hurries. They're too stealthy to be enjoyed. Too stealthy. I do love how many people on TikTok have commented the exact same thing. It's really cute. And then this time I'm gonna post my finished pictures of the lion. I can't believe I never posted. I don't think I posted the rain dwell either. I was like thinking about it. It's like, are there other things that I just missed posting? I think I got a few I need to post. Must have just been having a rough week or something. It's an odd way to spell blood angels, but I'll allow it. For now, at least, yeah. For now. Yeah, I think we got the blue now. I feel much better about this. It's too much. Sadie. Never was no dream for March, it's just the whips. It's hard because algorithm. So I wanted to get the reels up for sure. So the reels did pretty well for March from McCraig. But that's what keeps happening is I post the reels for the things and not the finish. Which is exactly what happened with the lion too. And Thranduil. Is I posted the reels, but I didn't go back and add the finished photos. Because that's what I get paid for. Not much, yeah, to be fair, but Instagram pays for reels. Remix some more of a color. That's who's barking in the background. Thank you, Sam. Anyone is not familiar with Sadie Butt. She's a menace, but she's cute. We keep her for now. Excuse me. There's a lot going on out front, to be fair. In the different crews and stuff. I don't know why she feels she has to tell us about every single one of them, but she does. What's everyone got planned for the rest of today? I'm gonna try and get Asmodee together, and then work on my fire prism. Got a couple quotes to send out. I think those are the big things for today. Raid night. I was gonna ask if, because it's reset day, right? Oh, how I used to live for Tuesdays. Return to PC civilization, let's go. Ooh, a college quiz at the moment. Hope it goes well. Good luck. I got to learn hot dog in Japanese the other day. I knew it, but I can now write it. I now write hot dogo. I immediately started singing the song when it popped up on my app. It's the best. Hot dogo. The best. Please welcome in. How are you today? We are doing a 2D paint. We are doing Dizzy from Guilty Gear. This is my first time to stream a 2D paint, so you guys are watching me figure it out as I go. This is a behind the scenes of my YouTube repaints is me furiously mixing colors and trying different combinations. Merlin Models, welcome in. How are you? And Space Toaster, how we doing today? Thank you for the hot doggos. I appreciate it. Sorry, welcome in. How are you? It is iconic. I got to learn it last night. It was the best. It popped up. I'm like, yes. Space Toaster's been lurking and waiting for the hot dog to start typing. I love it. Here for it. Here for it. But yes, welcome in everybody. We are working on Dizzy from Guilty Gear. Excited to try her when she comes out here with the next season pass. Sarah says, I have to create another D&D character today. I've had 2 characters die in as many sessions. It's been a riot. Okay, so it's okay that they have died. It's one of those types of campaigns. Sometimes it's frustrating having character death. Sometimes it's just funny. Okay, so who have we lost so far? What are you thinking for the next one? Or either or, whatever you feel comfortable answering. What are we thinking of, Sarah? It's my time to shine. It sure was. And shine you did. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everyone's having a good day. Maybe think of gosh long yeah. Doing good. Just got myself a hot chocolate. Heck yeah. I'm so ready for hot chocolate season here. I'm ready to just... I thought about when I was doing my Japanese homework. It's like that night where I can sit down with a cup of tea and do my practice and just be as cozy, comfy as possible. I'm here for it. Sadie, get out of here. Yeah, go. I do not get attached to my characters. I feel like it depends, right? If you've got one of those campaigns where you know it's gonna get real hairy, that's one thing. It's one where it's maybe not expected that makes it a little tougher. Like, for a long-term campaign, I think I'd get a little attached, but I do. Like, don't get me wrong, I do. For those ones where you're turning and burning through characters, I think knowing that up front makes it a little different. You remember the Japanese for corn dog? I don't. What was corn dog? Lost my circle of the moon druid to a story beat that just did not go my way. Then my bard died last night to an amazing bad death save rolls. Got beat to death by a dwarf lord boss guy. Oh, okay, jeez. Yeah, sometimes it just happens. That's just it. American doggo, I love it. American doggo. Perfect. Perfect. Translator's note. Perfect. Sadie continues to listen to my American doggo right there. Jesus. Hi, Sadie. See, I've been eyeing, an espresso machines. Cut back on my Starbucks this winter. My French press is fine for making iced coffee, because I'm running in my fridge. Takes too much hot coffee since I only have 1 cup. I have an espresso machine and I really like it. I know that I've seen more and more ladies doing on TikTok, they do the instant espresso. And I kind of want to try it, just to see flavor and all of that. But I have an espresso and I like it. You can also get the the packs where you can do refill them yourself. It voids your warranty, but if you've had it for a bit, whatever. But it cuts down on waste and it's a little cheaper, so that's something you can also look at. That is a consideration. Yeah, there's ways that you can refill the little pods, because I hate how much I throw out. I have no idea what to do next. I'm fielding ideas of people at chat. What should Osaren play next? Okay, so we had a druid and a bard. Have you played a sorcerer here lately? I don't know if you had a longer running campaign before. I really love sorcerer. Sorcerer's a ton of fun. Cleric is also really fun. Those are I think the 2 I always go back to. Any suggestions for Osaren? Strange that Korean restaurants. I need to find a Korean corn dog. I think there's a place kind of near, it's a little bit of a drive, but I could go get one. I always see them on socials and they look amazing. They put the different breading and stuff on them. They look amazing. Tempest Cleric. I mean, if he can live long enough to do Tempest Cleric stuff, yeah. Cleric is such a versatile class. You can do anything with it. It's so much fun. human champion fighter that lived on the edge of society and is moody. Basic tickets. I tend to lean toward martial classes, so no, I've not done a sorcerer. Osaren is just... Osaren comes in as Osaren with a sword. They'll never see it coming. Battlemaster Osaren. Alright, I keep thinking I have to sneeze. It's really awkward on camera. If you do martial classes, you could get a pretty cool cleric also. They still have some, like, kind of some frontline utility, if you're afraid to lose some of that. How about doing another bard who's the backup dancer for the bard who just got killed? That could be fun. Are sorcerers fun? I think they're fun. You get some fun spells. You get the meta magic so that you get stuff back, so you can do more fun spells and like cast them at different times. You could do bard and dip into sorcerer since they're both charisma as well. So I did a bard warlock and I loved that. That was fun. You could, if you wanted to have the fun backstory, but then dip into something else. If you live long enough to dip into another class, you could you could dip into like warlock or sorcerer. That could be fun. Bard paladin. Yeah, if you live long enough to be fun. I really enjoy sorcerers. Just because you get so many different ways to like cast the magic and get things back. I also love that their magic is just like just built different. You don't have to you don't have to do the god thing. You just got it. You have acquired power. Rocket. Okay. I feel like hair is coming along a bit nicer. Probably does need another highlight. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do that. I guess we could just add... I was hesitant to just add white. I don't think that's what I want. I'm trying to think what we would do. She also has her like light yellow bows. I'm trying to figure out what color I would do for that. They're almost like a creamy yellow. Thinking how best to match this. We're gonna start with Xandri Dust, I think. And then we'll bring in a bit more of the like pure yellow. Like that, or even maybe the Messy Desert. A bit more yellow. Which any other time I find instead of that, and now I... Take that for belt buckles too. Let's try that. Any other D&D suggestions? Chat, if you were gonna start a campaign like today, what would you pick? What would you play next? I kind of wanted to try Paladin. I think it would depend on like what campaign we're running, but I want to try Paladin. I like the idea of like the ancient, I think it's Ancient Oath, where you're a little bit more like nature driven. So like a Paladin Druid almost. Typing on Facebook page. P3 Paints have entered the final hours of their Kickstarter. 3 days left. 3 days is not final hours. It is not, no. It's a nice hype generator, though. Nice hype generator. I like I realized how close the Mincy Desert is to just Old Brown. I always thought that was more of an Aberland replacement. Guess it's a little closer to this. I guess, has anyone decided to hop in for the P3 Paint Kickstarter? I do like that they're doing the old bottles and the new dropper. That's cool for those who want to keep their collection kind of all together. Other than that, today we've got painting. We do not have a Wednesday stream as of right now, so we're taking a YouTube day tomorrow. If we do want to play some more video games, though, that sub goal is below my face. We're kind of at the point where we can pick what we want to do next. So we can either return to Ace Attorney. We could start some cozy games here with fall. I can get a list together for us if we want to do that. But if we want to do some more video gaming, is there? I sat on the hobby desk last night, was staring at the tank, but I couldn't pick up a brush, wasn't feeling it. Sometimes it's just good to take the little break. I know that you want to get that tank done with the challenge, but regroup and hit it hard maybe tonight, or I guess raid night, tomorrow night. Sometimes it's good to take a little break. I took a break from Space Marine last night, and I definitely needed it. I did a couple runs, which was fun, but then I like sat back down and like, you know what? I want to do some other stuff. Trying to think of fun fall games. I think the big one that I keep thinking about is we never finished Dredge. Part of that is because at one point I just went completely the wrong direction. And we just weren't doing as much gaming at the time, so I didn't bring it back on. We've got Dredge. I was telling Avian yesterday about a game called World of Horror, which is Junji Ito and Lovecraft inspired. Which I'll probably leave for October, but that's an option. Someone mentioned Core Keeper, and apparently Scott already owns that, so I could play that if you want to check that out. I don't tend to like Terraria type games, but if we want to check it out, I don't mind throwing it on for a little bit. Just checking it out. A Skibidi Tuesday to you, Live Madness. How are you? What you up to today, besides torturing chat? We are working on Dizzy from Guilty Gear. Trying to get the rest of this hair base. There's so much hair. I have played Boyfriend Dungeon. Yeah, it was fun. The other game you're thinking about release today, Plucky Squire, is out today. Yeah, that looked kind of fun. See what the old reviews are saying for that one. Mods aren't here, clearly. You've skibbidied while they're eating. You live a bit longer, Live Madness. What you up to today? And easier just ignoring you. That's fine. Don't skip any Tuesday. So much hair. My goodness. I embrace the chaos. Yeah, we're just here for it. Just vibing. Just vibing. I think Will did so much that, like, yeah, now it's whatever. We skibbity too close to the sun, chat. What I've got wish listed that looks fun is Mika and the Witch's Mountain. I don't think I have seen that one. Look that one up. There's one coming up. It's a little witchy game. It's Rika, where you're a witch and you're with... I think you're kind of like apprenticing with Baba Yaga. And you get to decorate the cottage. I'm trying to decide if I like it or not. Something about the art style makes it... I don't know. Kind of puts me off a little bit. I think I like it as a concept, but I think I would get bored of it. If that makes sense. Like, I think other people will really enjoy it, but I think I will get bored. Post in the Discord. Your little witch delivering packages, one of those types of games. That sound cute. I wouldn't mind skipping Tuesday. Boogeyman interior decorator? Yeah. Did you do witchy stuff with that? Hey, Fierce Lion, welcome in. First time watching stream on a bigger than a notebook-sized screen. Okay, video is so sharp after the setup update. Let's go. We love to hear it. How are you today? Man, Scott had my YouTube rolling, and I went in there, and it was like on my old setup, and I don't like looking at it. Like, I still have work to do on my setup, but like that old one was rough to look at. The curse of streaming. Going back to old content. I am glad that it is clearer for you. How are you? We are working on... This is Dizzy from Guilty Gear. So we're doing a 2D paint for her. Trying to get the rest of our base coats. I'm going to do a couple more highlights. These paints can be difficult because sometimes it doesn't feel like they're coming together until the black lining at the very end. So we're kind of... Normally I do these for YouTube and I get more time to kind of plan out what I'm doing. Kind of fun figuring this out live. So welcome on in. I did get some more Dragon Ball figures come in though. The ones I pre-ordered way back around my birthday in February. Are now finally in. I gotta figure out when we're gonna work on those too. Ooh, Sadie. I don't think there's anything else. It's a nice quiet week for us, thank goodness. I am just ready for the coziest fall. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to see anyone. I just want to... I just want to be cozy and lazy. Like this whole season. I'm just here for it. Okay, sad and worried because taking one of my dogs to oncology appointment this afternoon. I hope everything goes okay for your Lion. Yeah, those days are tough. But we're here for you. I hope everything goes okay. The rainy draws are my favorite panda. Highest 60. Yep. That's what I want. That right there. That's what I want. That's what I'm waiting for. Part of me wants to start blacklining around the buckles and stuff, but I know I should probably wait. Yeah, I hope it goes well for your Lion. I am always nervous dog mommy when ours have to go in for appointments. Not fun. Gotta do what's best for him. Overcast there too? Yeah, I'm ready for that. Those like overcast, rainy fall days are my favorite. I really need to move somewhere where I have that more often. We get them here in Texas, but not as much as I would like. Mrs. Panda's excited she can start wearing her Utah Hockey Club hoodie. I'm ready for that first morning where I can throw a hoodie on, yeah. We're not there yet. We're still in the think 90s this week, and then we go into the 80s. So we got a while here in Texas. I would say kind of October into November is when we start to get the... where it's kind of cooling off. Okay, I do want to try just adding maybe our old one to this mixed color we've done. See if that gets us a nice highlight. Gonna get really annoying if I have to keep mixing this, but that's what I got. Our other colors don't match. We're gonna make our own. We have a preseason game. Oh, on Monday against the Kings. Let's go. Let's go. Oh man, I read a preseason already? I need to look up for the Stars if I can actually watch their season this year. With their like network changes and stuff, I don't actually know. I need to double check. When we switched our TV to like a different plan, we lost a lot of that. But I think they signed something to where they can like stream the games online, and I just haven't looked into that enough to know. Okay. I have to get this lighting right. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky, chat. Season starts October 8th. Can you check the Kraken schedule? Yes, everyone get your hockey schedules. Happened to my boys on Sunday. Which boy? Card games are available on the free area broadcast channel. That's nice. Yeah. Tough when you can't watch what you want. Like, the Stars used to be on the local and you could always catch it there. And then I think they switched to, is it Bally Sports Southwest? And then I missed a lot of games because that's not in our cable package. And then I think they didn't sign back with them. So now they're back to something else. Oh, those aren't my boys. I don't care about the Cowboys. I've never cared about the Cowboys. I have no idea what happened Sunday. Would you like? Okay, thank you. I just need to get an antenna for it. There was so much drama about it. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out this lighting. I feel like it has to be through here. Again, she's standing up like this. There's our lighting. Gotta make it make sense for the 2D as well. Too bad I don't have one in this pose. Just seeing what they do. Victory plus. It's very, like how optimistic that is. Yeah, I need to figure out how to... I need to read the article you've sent and figure out how to watch it. Have you and Scott played Rats vs. Kings? Nah, we have not. I'll be honest, I'm not in a tabletop mood lately. Like, I just... That's how bad 40k is right now, is I just straight up haven't wanted to play tabletop. I would like to play Sigmar, but I'm not, like, rushing to play it, if that makes sense. We've been doing more video gaming and more Magic and more of that here lately. But obviously, we still got all of our stuff. We'll get back to it at some point. But 40k is that messed up that we're just like, eh, okay on Warhammer for a bit. We'll do some other stuff for a bit. When D&D, when our party can finally get back together. one of our friends is doing a lot of travel first for family and now for work. So when she is able to, when she's not roaming the country, we'll get back to, yeah, imagine having a life. Weird. But yeah, that's most of it, Menace. She's traveling a lot. And some of that's over weekends, or she's just too tired on weekends to D&D just yet. But hopefully here soon. I do miss it quite a bit. I miss having them over. I miss playing, rolling dice. I miss D&D. I'm selfish, I know, right? At some point, though. You're doing a great job on this one. Thank you, Panda. It's cool to see the layers come up, make all the colors and such come together. Thank you. I feel like she's definitely in that middle awkward stage, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And I have to remember she'll be up like this. So for my lighting source here, it's gonna be above and slightly to the front. But thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes it's hard to feel like it's good progress because you're in the depths of it, so I appreciate that. She does have a pretty harsh shadow on this bow, and I think we're gonna Mornfang or Scrag, one of those warm browns I think we need for her bow, and we'll get a highlight too. Let's start here, I think. Shot. I don't think that's yellow enough. We might be mixing again. Oh, he's Doran too, John. I'm sorry, no DM travels. For work a lot? Yeah. Schedule boss is always the hardest boss of D&D. We were doing really well there, and then we had a small break because we finished our campaign, and now getting back to it has been, it's been rough. Ashley Johnson without being an actress and not a D&D every Thursday. Yeah, that's kind of what we got here. Alright, let's try this. She has, like I mentioned, pretty harsh highlights there. Which is kind of the fun of the 2D paints. As you don't have to blend some of these shadows. They're just straight up. That's where it is. But it does break your brain a little bit the first time you try it. I still have moments when I'm working on Goku where it's like, I want to blend this so bad. But it doesn't blend. That's not a thing. Does it blend? No. It does not. It's not correct. Anime shadows are very, very harsh. And when you're so used to trying to blend things together, it can get really weird. We can do the same when I finally get to the Marvel stuff. That would be perfect to do it on, yeah. If you like the 2D repaints, it's been a little bit now. I think if I do get a YouTube day tomorrow, I'm gonna be working on Goku. But I have done a Vegeta and a Piccolo, and I'm working on Goku right now. If you want to check those out, they're over on YouTube. I think, especially if you want to get into it, the Vegeta one, I kind of talk through more of the process as I'm going. But if you want to check those out and kind of what I was learning on the way, those are on YouTube. Boot, hello, how are ya? What you up to today? We are painting Dizzy from Guilty Gear. Trying to get her little bows set today. You asked Cheetah asked the Final Fantasy 16 modding scene. Please don't run amok with offensive or inappropriate shenanigans now that it's on PC. Yeah, probably the worst thing you can say. Probably the worst idea. They have the hatch pattern on thin paper. They stick it to the page. It's been ages exact knifing around the drawing. Yeah, it's really cool. If I do an anime style game and want that effect, that'd be cool. Don't tell the internet not to do something exactly. I feel like they've got to know that by now, right? But apparently not. I feel like it's so obvious. Now we're gonna see the... Now we're just gonna see everything. Alright, let's try this yellow. I don't quite want to go to a Shopee that's a little more cream than I want. She's got a pretty... strong highlight. Let's give it a minute to breathe, I guess, before we decide. Just like earlier, it's easy to cover up if we don't. Let it breathe for a second. I have to accept it'll happen to some degree. Not acknowledge it, bring eyes over it. Yeah, you're definitely Streisand effect. By saying to not do it, you've now... Modders who weren't thinking about doing it are now doing it. I don't know that I like that. Pink, I need to get that shape. Get the shape right. I like the game be intriguing in the beginning to actually capture my attention. That's true. If it'll help me get through the actual game, maybe it's worth it. I thought 16 was fine. I didn't finish it. It was not as good as I was hoping. You enjoyed what you played? I'll be honest, I was bored. Which is weird because I tend to love Final Fantasy stuff. The newer Final Fantasy stuff, I'm just not as into. It was disappointing, considering how many of the others I love, but I was pretty bored. Not gonna lie. Japanese modders would be like, we should respect this. American modders will not be here. Never ever tell the internet what they can't do. That's the lesson here. His sexy Sid was pretty great. It was just boring. Unfortunately, I wanted to like it. I was excited because it seemed like it was like a darker story and stuff too. And obviously I'm not gonna go into like spoilers, but it's pretty bored. Yeah, and then they Ubisoft Final Fantasy VII, which means I'm out. I was already on the fence with the ending of the first one. I'm out. Which is weird. Too many things to collect, too many side games and missions. Yeah. Yeah. And like the original has side games and stuff, but not to the Ubisoft extent. I can't count how many times I've started and never finished. Final Fantasy, that one I actually enjoyed. It has a lot of problems, I'll be the first to say that. But I actually enjoyed that one. I just wish that had been the focus right off the bat. Not this weird shoehorned romance. I don't know. It's got a lot of issues, but I enjoyed it. I just wish that had been the plan right off the bat. I enjoy my play. I always get distracted by shiny. That's fair. Yeah, I've discovered I can't do the Ubisoft fill in the map, collect every single collectible. I don't care. I'm very much more the Elden Ring exploration type. If you put something cool in the distance, and I want to check it out, I'll play every inch of your game. If you tell me I have to go do it, and that I, like, have to do it to progress, I'm not gonna do it. I'm peacing out. Right now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and blackline this. We'll have to do some touch-up, but... There's brushes, even with this one I found. Still need something a little bit sharper tip for this. I think the other thing I'm excited for are the Dragon Quest remakes coming up here. Would you guys want to play those with me here on stream? I'm always hesitant to bring on, like, I love giant RPGs, but obviously we only do, like, a bit of video game in here on stream. Bringing on something just massive is kind of tough, but maybe we could start it together or something? Kinda like if we hit our sub goal, I kinda want to add, like, Rogue Trader to it and give it a try. Wouldn't be able to finish it on stream, but we get to check it out at least together. You play Dragon Quest Treasure Monster Builders. Those are fun. I was actually looking at one of the monster ones the other day, deciding if I was interested or not. I might have to wait until I can, budget-wise, to pick one up, but I was kind of looking at the monster one. I watched Scott play a bit of one of the builders. I don't know that I'd be super into that. I think I would probably get bored, but it seemed like it was a neat little system. Treasures and Builders 2 are your favorite? I think he played the first Builders. I don't know how much was added to for the second one, but I don't want to play the remake together. That might be fun. We can figure it out when it's out, I guess. Alright, just got lighter colored buttons. Alright, we need to start doing skin shading too. Looking a little weird since I haven't done any of it. The one I pulled, I think I need to throw on the vortex mixer. Sounds like it might be a little dead. I hate that you can hear the... I don't know how much you can hear this. There's like the solid plunk in there. I'll give it a little bit of a shake and see if I can get it to work. Are there any other games that are coming up you guys are excited for? I'm just waiting for my Dragon Ball game. The other one I'm excited for is Metaphor ReFantasio. It's the Persona peoples, but it's like a fantasy setting. I guess for the people who got like a hands-on look, they said it was really good. I'm gonna check that out. It's the same day as the Dragon Ball game though, which is why I have to... Which is why we're budgeting so carefully here. That plus tattoo is it's adding up quick. But it looks like it'll be fun. Mrs. Panda's excited for Dragon Age. I'm excited for her, yeah. When I went to give it my tattoo, my artist was very excited for Dragon Age. I'll probably wait for reviews and see what people think. I'm glad she's excited though. Like I played a fair amount of Inquisition. Maybe I'll hop in. Tareya, thank you so much for that sub for 6 months in advance. I appreciate that for 71 months of support. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Someone say Dragon Age, so excited for it. Yeah, Mrs. Panda apparently very excited for Dragon Age. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't think I need to play it immediately, but I'll probably play it at some point. But thank you for doing it, please. No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Alright. I'm gonna keep blacklighting a little bit. I think it's helping me see more of what we got going on here. I'm just going in between kind of the larger sections. We went around the buckles, which will need some cleanup. I'll go back for her bow. I'm gonna go in between like her hair sections here. Add some of the what really brings the 2D feel. I'm gonna wait for it to full run out before re-upping. I know sometimes it gets a little weird too. So probably a good plan. Sometimes it, as far as like when the actual charge and stuff happens. But thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for all the support, especially with September. Glad that we get to hobby together on here. Hang out. Getting there, chat. We're getting there. I hate the, like, awkward middle stage. Especially with stream. Sometimes it's hard to fight through it. I'm fighting a little bit today. We definitely in the thick of it. I'm looking at previews on purpose. I'm not gonna read any reviews. Be surprised. Go without outside opinions. I think that's a good way to do it. Especially for something you're excited for. You don't want people putting it down before you even get a chance to check it out. I think it's because one was through Amazon Pay, one was through PayPal. They're resub differently. Just silly, yeah. It is weird when you got like the overlapping systems and stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good way to approach it, Fierceline. Just go in and enjoy it yourself. On your time, too, I think is an important part of it. You're not rushing to it like some people do. Do a bit more of the white. Again, we'll have to get the belt buckles in a bit. Highlight up front. I'm going to try and actually take a decent photo. Oh, for the September challenge? Let's go. I'm excited to see it, Tareya. You've been crushing those challenges. Using ink for the black. I'm just using paint this time. Yeah. I tried ink on one of the Dragon Ball ones, and I didn't see like a huge difference. As far as like working with it and how it actually looked on the finished piece. I'm just doing black paint today. I really thought the ink would be like a bigger difference, but it wasn't really. Do YouTube for photo taking tips. That's a good shout. I do not right now. I would say one of the best resources, honestly, is Games Workshop has a guide for taking photos. A lot of it's based around like a camera phone or a phone camera. But they have some really good tips as far as like exposure and like the angle of the mini. So honestly, I think that's a really good resource. And I know we've thrown it in the Discord before. It might be pinned in like hobby chat or something. But honestly, that has a lot of good stuff in there. That might be a good shout. I know I had a Patreon thing for it, but it was a PDF, so I don't have it like on YouTube. Maybe I repurposed that or something. That's a good shout. Thank you. There it is. Thank you, Panda. But yeah, that's actually a really good resource that I think should be shared more places. I think they did a really nice job with that. And I think it either between time and like that article's been out for a while, so I think it just kind of got buried, and I think it should definitely be shared more. Got some good stuff. I'll point you that way. Yeah! Hope it's got some good stuff in there for you. I need to go through it and actually try the what they do with the phone. I usually use the fancy camera, but I kind of want to see what all they suggest. What if I find ways to show off the channel? Yeah, you've been in all that work. Absolutely. Find the best way to show it off. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna take a small break. Finish my protein. This fancy pants McGee. I lucked out, and Scott used to do photography stuff. So he already had a nice camera. I lucked out. I really want to get the skin tone, or the skin shading started, but this color being dunked up is... So I think the consistency on my palette here is not great. Not ideal. A little thin for what we're doing. I think I'll wait and try and revive it here after stream. I got a fancy camera for my fancy pants, that's right. Alright. So if we're not gonna do the skin tone, what else do we want to work on? I gotta figure out this hair highlighting, I think is what it comes down to. Well, that's all we gotta do. We do have the boots. It's a little tough because that's where I'm holding on, but I guess if we just kind of figure that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get those base coated. We'll just hold her weird for a bit. Let's work on boots. Fancy boots. Go with our fancy pants. Something that doesn't break my brain so much. Take a small break from the brain breaking. We'll come back to that. Plenty of time for that. Alright, so I'm using Celestra Gray to base all of my white because it makes it a bit easier. It actually covers black pretty well. And a minimal coats. You do have to thin it a little bit to get it nice and smooth, but for the most part. We got boots, but no fur, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint. Is Twitch in there, Panda? With the fur. Oh, the whole Guilty Gear club looking at her. That's what I should do with my little Guilty Gear house. Club. I've just got a bunch of stuffed animals in club. Oh, you widened? Oh, it didn't show up for me, unfortunately. Panda, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Sadie also says thank you. She is not happy about the crew across the street. You hit the floor, she mixed you up. Yeah, now your health is low. I'm excited to try Dizzy Slam. I'm not saying I'll be good at it, but I'm excited to try it. Panda, thank you for the bits! For the Bork celebration. I appreciate it. Thank you. Little John's on counter in the back. Next game. We keep adding to the list. Next game. Little John included in fighting game. They does have opinions. She will be heard. Whether we invite her to or not, she will be heard. Okay, let her back down. Oh. I'm gonna finally get her figured out, and it's like, I got 2 more wings to figure out, too. I don't think they'll be too bad, though. Especially with the poses, it's pretty easy to see where some of that gets 2D'd up. Snack? Okay, I was kind of waiting to see. I kind of wait to see if you're in chat, and then I ask. Alright, who picked yesterday? What did we have yesterday? We had the bunnies. I was trying. Why can't I remember? Teriyaki? Okay. My book. Why do I keep misplacing it? Sorry, I wasted mine 1 second. Oh. Right on top. Okay. See what we got. Oh, the chestnut. Okay. Yeah. This is the big package, isn't it? Roasted chestnuts have been infused in a luscious red bean paste filling. Let's go. I love me some bean paste is what I've learned from these. This is gigantic. This is like a pancake. This is huge. Let's try it. I don't know that I've ever had chestnut. 2 pancakes? It is, yeah. We got the stuff in the middle. Like the little bee too, very cute. I did see that this box got, they extended it a week too. So I didn't add the next one yet. But if anyone would like to try the autumn one we're trying, you get another week to pick it up. Very dense. Okay. Here's some mine. That's good. Make sure you try and read as much as you can. I know. I gotta start saving my packages. Pretty good. I'm down the Duolingo now. That's okay. That's okay. I'm glad we get to study together, bro, so it's fun. It's like that extra little, like, motivation for me, too. I do like the pancakes. They hid the filling in the middle? I'm a big fan of the bean paste. Anything with bean paste I've loved. Oop, it's getting a little thicker. It's a little harder to pull apart now. But the actual, like, pancakes are pretty good. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'll have a bit more here in a bit. That's pretty good. Okay. Back to painting. My wet palette is also drying up like crazy. This is that's a like I'll have like half of that and probably save the other half. That's a lot of snack. It's good though. Got bean paste on my fingers. Yeah, that's a hefty snack. It's good though. I like it. We have to mix more paint too, unfortunately. The worst part is I have to mix the mid blue and then mix our highlight. It's a lot of mixing today. I guess I need to find these desaturated blues. I just kind of, I don't know what else I would use them for, but. Just it's definitely something missing from my current paint. I have a lot of like blue grays from like when I was trying out Space Wolf colors. I have a lot of the turquoise and teals from my NIDs. I don't have a lot of these colors. I'm gonna get some hobby supplies. It was a weird supply run. Why do you say that? What's some of the weirdness? Kansas though, he popping a mechanical pencil. I realized the other night I need to buy just like a big eraser for my katakana practice. I have the just the eraser and my pencil is gonna be gone really quickly. I need to get just a big ol' eraser. Tony, welcome in. How are you? Wait, the cans are gonna be made into purity seals? Interesting. Okay, that's what the tutorials were using. I feel like I've seen that for the like big banners and stuff. Which I guess depending on the size of your purity seal. Remember a long time ago, Amalia said a mechanical pencil is one of the best sculpting tools around? I could see that. I miss Malia's. It's wild thinking how long ago that was. Weird. Nobody's doing what I do too, yeah. I do too. Streaming's weird sometimes. Behind the scenes a little bit talk. As I had talked about, maybe like at some point if streaming doesn't really like pick up, I'd like to start saving more money. It's a big part of it. It's weird thinking about how much like my life would change if I decided to either go back to corporate or do something else on my own. It's very weird to think about. You build up these friendship names. I think that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to lose that. There's a lot of what I do that I wouldn't want to give up. So like, even if it's maybe in my best interest to get something else. What do I do? Hey Mikey, welcome in. We are working on, this is Dizzy from Guilty Gear. So this is a 3D print from Nomnom Figures. Her season pass is coming out here soon, so I figured it's a good time to start her. I don't think these highlights are quite where they need to be. But that's okay, we'll come back. But yeah, we're just trying this out today. So doing a little bit of a 2D paint rather than our normal Warhammer kind of style. I guess Discord mitigates that quite a bit. Yeah, but like, I think having that like dedicated time to like hang out makes it a little different. But yeah, you're right. It's weird to think about. I got a little sad thinking about it the other night, if I'm honest. Hey, Living Frost. Nomnom has such great sculpts. I have so many that I need to paint. Do you have some also to paint? I love Nomnom Figs. I did a cat bus in the Calcifer minis for them for a friend. I've got this. I have their Ronnie that I printed a while back. I've also got their little chibi Goku and Shenron that I've been meaning to paint on here. I need to get Shenron together. He needs some gap filling, or at least some cleanup before I do. Yeah, they've got so many great sculpts. They've got some Berserk stuff I want to work on. She's obviously very cute. Blowing the horn of assembly. Yeah, getting everyone together in one place. Definitely one thing I miss from streaming. Yeah, there's something just different about it. If I were to go back to either corporate or do my own thing elsewhere, I feel like I'd miss it too much. I have the Mew that's floating in the diorama Pokeball. Mine they're big. Fan Rocket turns out for someone as a gift. Team Rocket, okay. That's cool. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. It's gonna be tough to get these eyes. She has very large eyes in the game. In the sculpt, not so much. More normal proportions here. I was trying to figure out this hair. Super love where I've put it. Front looks great. Trying to get it up here is throwing me a little bit. Yeah, Nomnom's got some really cute stuff. I think there's a... I want to watch more One Piece before I get to it. There's a Zoro that I liked as well. Alright, she's got a little bit more... Her hair comes down her face a little bit more. Bothering me. You know they made a Guilty Gear board game? They did, yeah. I think it's got the little standees. I have no idea how it plays, but they do have it. I know, this is just a sculpt from Nomnom Figures. The board game doesn't have miniatures, unfortunately. It has the, yeah, like the little standees. Yeah, this is just a sculpt. So I 3D printed this. I'm gonna change the pace for Warhammer and gaming minis, yeah! Yeah. You gotta have the break for Warhammer. It's gotta happen sometimes. Yeah, if you were looking for Guilty Gear miniatures, unfortunately that won't have it. 3D sculptors would be your best bet, Hoot. I think Scott found someone that had like all of the characters too. I think he picked up Elfelt and Geo for us. So maybe more Guilty Gear on the way. The character designs are all fun. I would paint the heck out of a Faust too. Faust is fun. Sadie has a lot today. Thank you, chat, for being sweet about Sadie. I know you guys have said that the mic cuts her off, but she's still loud as heck. But yeah, there's a lot of fun characters we could take a whole month on Guilty Gear characters. They're all really fun. I suggest I wash to go into some green translucent PLA. I'm trying to look into get it to look like an old jade carving. Translucent PLA. You could do, if you're going more jade, I would almost look into blue. You could do like a blue wash. Black is kind of basic, but usually works for a lot of things. If you're going for jade though, I would try a blue. So you get the shading, but also get to keep more of the color. How are you today? Welcome in. Need more of our gray. Oh, sorry, we were doing boots and I got distracted. Let me go back to that. I hadn't thought about blue. Yeah, you get to keep a bit more of the color that way. And you get a kind of more natural shade. I don't know so many when I get my hands on. There's the lead of Battle Angel, Space Battle Nun with the anime head, yeah. Uncle Hero, Chibi, Astro Girl, Chibi, Wally, just name a few. They're all really cute. I think there is some Final Fantasy ones I kind of like too, with like the Moogles and stuff. It's been a bit since I've... Now that we're 3D printing more, I probably need to go through and make a list of what I'd like to sit down and print, but we've got a bunch of them. We've been a patron for a fair amount of time, so just a matter of setting up the printer and going for it. Gonna go ahead and paint everything. The soles of the boots and then the little straps up front are black, but I'll just get it after. Here's there, just go ahead and base coat everything. I'd rather make sure I get everything than have to come back because I missed it. Alright, I'm gonna get the other side of her little sleeve too. We missed. Let's see. I guess streaming things. No Wednesday stream this week as of right now. So no video game stream yet, but that does give me time to put a list together of things we can play together. If I want to get back to Ace Attorney or anything like that, I can get that together. So I'll take a YouTube day. We'll be back on Sunday with miniature painting. I'll probably try something Warhammer for Sunday. Don't know what that would be just yet, but I got my day to work on Dizzy. I'll return to Warhams, as the good algorithm says we will. If you'd like to see what I've been working on, I did post our Purple Dark Angels on my socials today. You can check those out. I said you can check those out here. I think that's about all I got, chat. Nice quiet week this week. But if anyone has any ideas for video games, let me know. Open to... I can't buy a whole lot, but if there's something we have, happy to pull it out. Yeah, that would be fun, just like adapting rules and stuff. I could see that. Catch can be annoying. I have to click on each bill coin separately. Yeah. I remember when Supermarket Sim like first came out and some of the VTubers were having some math trouble with a count out change. Which is funny until you realize I haven't had to do that in a long time either. Okay, I'd be fine, but I get it. It's been a while since I've had to do any of that. I haven't had a retail job in a long time. I actually convert over pretty seamlessly with a few minor alterations, bring them in line with Heresy 2.0. That's good. Glad it's not too difficult. I feel like Mousebait has mentioned that some of that's been done, I guess other community members too, so I don't know how much of that matches up with what you've been doing, or you needed some inspiration or anything. Leave it to Warhammer peeps to homebrew a whole bunch of stuff. My paint is drying out so fast. This poor... I swapped out my palette for the new one because the old one was just getting so beat up. I needed a new sponge and I need to clean up the plastic of it. But I have a feeling I didn't let it sit long enough for today. That's okay. You'd like to speak to my manager? You need a hat that says manager. I do. I do. I've seen some. Not working on unique reactions or anything. I just want to play them. Also playing a Halloween horror scenario. Some Drukhari homunculus stuff. That'd be fun. Those like holiday things can be great. Let's get another highlight here on her. Nikki, woo! I mean, if I get YouTube day tomorrow, I might work on some emotes. Honestly. Take a stream update day and work on emotes. Get our list of games together. Might be a good way to spend our Wednesday. Thank you, Broso. I really do appreciate that. Sometimes when I'm in the thick of it, it doesn't feel like it. But thank you, I appreciate it. It's fun figuring some of this out on the fly. As opposed to hiding between my YouTube stuff. I appreciate it, thank you. Especially because she's in a very different pose than what I'm working off of for reference. Love the anime style painting. I enjoy the heck out of it. YouTube seems to really like it. Twitch and my socials, so like Instagram and stuff, not so great on. I think it's a case of we just need to do it a lot more. It's really fun, and if you're used to like Warhammer painting, it'll rack your brain a little bit, which is also fun, I think. Very different way of looking at it. I get that. One of those people that has the head down for a lot of streams just listen. So I've been seeing big jumps in progression. That's great. Thank you. Thanks for working on stuff with me. I appreciate it. I feel like maybe when I get her like face started, I'll start to feel better. I think right now I'm just so annoyed by the hair, but it's hard for me to kind of see what we have done today. It'll get there though. It always does. Every time I do the repaints, I'm like, this just feels weird. And then I do like one thing, it's like, oh, there we go. There we go, that was the missing piece. remember when I was working on Piccolo, it just felt so weird until I started his, like, arm black linings. Oh, there we go. There he is. Like, there's my boy. It just felt really weird until we did that. Alright, there's that. We still have our boots we need to do. That might be a good thing to end on today, is the boots. We have the same yellow on her tail. She has a tail with a bow. So we gotta figure out the tail highlighting as well. But it's that same yellow that I think I like it. I need to rework how the highlight's hitting it. But I think I like the colors. Block out this front part of her boot. The black stripes to come back to. Sole is actually black as well. The shoe. Back. Try not to start shady today. I find this semester to be really flipping challenging. Every week is a new chapter in Genki 2. And sure amount of new grammar points. Oh, I could see that. Yeah. He's about to get in trouble, Chad. He's about to get in trouble. I feel like when it's, yeah, more of the grammar and less of... I have found, like, I want to just learn more new words. I need to, I think, vary up what I'm doing in the evenings. Like, still do one Busu to keep my, like, my streak going. But then maybe go back to Duolingo. Yeah, when you're just, like, drilling grammar, I don't think it's as fun. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you're still getting some of that, but... I notice I know I need to learn it. I know that it's important. But if that's all I'm doing, I start to get a little... like, okay. Panda, thank you so much for the bits! For the goofy sunglasses, I appreciate that, thank you. Panda did ask, has anyone used the weathering pencils on Warhammer minis? I have not. I've seen them. I think Scott tried them? I think he's playing his game at the moment, but I have not. Does anyone else use the weathering pencils? Thank you, Mikey. Confirmation. It's been a while since... Yeah, I don't think we've put in enough time to really do like a review or anything of them, but... I'm starting to start working with the villainy inks though. What are those? I guess, is there a special reason you've picked those up? I use pastels on Mini for weathering, but I didn't try the pencils. I think they're similar, Rosa. I think they're a little tougher. They're not quite as... Pastels I always think is that, like, creamy texture. I think the pencils are a little tougher texture. Creative enamel inks designed to paint minis. Oh, in the grimdark style? That'll be fun to mess with, yeah. I think anytime you dive, like, real hard into a different style can be a lot of... So, like, the 2D for me, grimdark. You're going for, like, the ultra OSL kind of style. Anytime you're diving into something like that, it can be a lot of fun. It's a lot of almost going back to the basics to figure it out. The rules change a little bit when you get to something like that. Pastels are nice to use and appeared very subtle. They're very precise, which makes it easy to use in my opinion. Yeah, that's nice when you've got, I think, having good control with something. Definitely a plus. I might just leave that for side instead. Do you use them as a pencil or do you grind them down to a dust? Maybe both? I think you normally use... You could do both. I think when I've seen them, you use them as like a pencil. But yeah, curious to see what Fierce Lion did. I use them as like a chalk, yeah. I think that's how I've seen them. I think the other thing, I know I've said this for a long time, but it's tough when I've just got so many materials, is I'd like to do more of the oil paints as well. That would be the one I'd like to get back to. Start playing around with weathering and paint chipping. I need a style change. Heavy metal styles become tiresome. I want to try something different. My hobbies felt stale and repetitive. Ongoing hype for heresy. I figured the style's perfect to try it out. Yeah, absolutely. I think being like excited to try something too makes such a big difference. As opposed to like sitting down and knowing you're doing the same thing you've been doing. I think that makes a huge difference for getting projects together and working on things. Making it fun again. Hey, you're Chris, welcome in. Hey. We had talked of purchasing Ledge. I found out I'm only 2 kits from rounding out my Imperial Agents army I accidentally collected. Okay, have you painted the other stuff that you've collected? Is that already done? Are you ready to go with what you already have? Writing down using the weathering pigment, absolutely. I was gonna say maybe for like when Broso said that, I felt like vehicles and stuff. It seemed like a good way to do that. Pastels worked out cheaper for him, more variety. Panda doing the opposite. Get the kits. I have a concept of a paint job. See, so you don't need that right now. That'll be there. Those kits you may find, you know, on a discount later. You don't need to get them right this second. You can work on what you got. Maybe wait and see if you get them at a discount. If you wait and you get them on a discount, that means you can get more kit. Just food for thought. Panda trying to derail this. I like the pastels because there's more colors available. Yeah, you can kind of get anything at that point, right? GFP price increase comes rolling down the hill. Yeah, as long as you get them before, what was it? March or April? When you're good? I always wanted Chimera. The Navy Breachers are a fun kill team. Are those one of the ones getting re-released? I can't remember for that one. Okay, lunch for the kitty sounds good. They didn't even like it's good. I still have the breeder's phone number, right? Oh, when I started in 2016, Skatari were $35. Start collecting were $90. Yup. It's real rough thinking about old pricing. They're not getting a repackage. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if that's like a limited thing, maybe that. Chimeras will always be in stock. You can always get a Chimera. If you've got a more limited thing, though. I still say work on what you got until you get more. If the other stuff's not ready, you don't need that other stuff. It'll also just sit there. Kinda like, I'm not even sure if I want the new Skaven rat just yet. It'd be good for stream, which is kind of my biggest reason for maybe saying yes, but I don't need it. You know? Whoa, Caps! I'm glad you're so excited to be back. I'm happy you're back. Welcome back. Here's where she's at so far, Slam. It's definitely in the, I think we're pulling out of the ugly middle zone. I'm mad that my skin, shadow is all gunked up. I'll have to find... either revive it later or find another option, but... the skin's making me feel a little weird at the moment. The rest is coming along, though. Hair's looking nice, thank you! I gotta get the... I appreciate it, thank you. I gotta get the highlights placed where I want them. They're not quite right. We're in there. My son looks at Knights and Custodians. Are you saying I don't need these? I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I have more X, but I need to actually do the... sorry. Do the non-to-be legend models first. You've been painting, though, Wasted Mine. You've been painting. I believe they will get paint. Do you need them? No. Do I think you'll work on them? Yeah. I think you will. I just keep making you work on Eldor instead. I can't devalue them. That's alright, because you're going to add value. We've been here. We've talked about this. Nothing but add here. Alright, I think what we're going to do... we've been working on basically the front, because that's usually better for stream. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this cloak figured out. No collection is obsolete unless you play in tournaments. Alright, let's get their tail blocked out. We'll get the back of her coat. You've seen those? Alright, the gray plastic ones came to life and begged me to stop. I've seen your arms already. They look great. That's why I know the Knights and the Custodians are in good hands. We've all seen them, right, chat? We saw them in the old challenge roundup. They look great. On to the next thing. Don't you come in here, Sadie. Don't you do it. I was looking at the Ultramarine section on GW website. It doesn't look the Astraeus. It's under the Space Marine section. That's weird. I kind of hate... I feel bad saying this to an Ultramarine player. When I go to my Space Wolf section, it's like a handful of Space Wolf stuff and then everything else, the rest of my entire tab is Ultramarines. And like, I get it, because I can take all those things, but I kind of hate it. I kind of hate it. Don't lie. Okay, I need to see how much of this... I think the side is also all black. Kind of like the outside of the coat is black, while the inner is white. It looks like it is, yeah. Gives her that nice slimming effect as well. It do be that way, and it's frustrating every time. Like, I get it. I can take all these things, but I'm not an Ultramarine, gosh darn it. But since I'll be looking for something and uncover the Loon Shrine still in the box and feel way bad about it. That's just for another day. It's okay. Wish I had the filter for unit type back so I can check vehicles. Sadie, I'm gonna have to punt this dog to the sun. They better make him in. Wait. They better make him into a redemptor. Millions of wolf tails and wings. For Bjorn, I hope Bjorn gets an update. If he doesn't, I'm gonna do it myself, I think, at this point. I have my little Bjorn. He's very cute. But yeah, if they don't do it, I'm gonna do it. I think I've decided. Heresies actually have a handful of wolf stuff with the rest being, oh, Sons of Horus. Interesting. I'll be honest, I haven't even looked at the heresy section. As they're not playing. What are you gonna do with Pop Goes the Monkey bits? I do have some from Pop Goes the Monkey. I'm gonna just take Bjorn and do what I can, I think. This is the yoink. So your TikTok of the inner circle, very nice. Thank you. Thank you for checking that out. If anyone else wants to see, throw that in the chat. Trying to stay good with socials and keep posting here. But the Purple Dark Angels are up today. I had to do I want to do a tattoo update TikTok, and I had to go to Scott for be like, is this too cringy? Do the cringe social media check. Is it appropriately cringy for TikTok? Post that this week too, probably. Freedom is one of the big ones. He deserves it. Bjorn is best boy. He deserves all the love. It'd be cool if they gave him an update, but if not, I'll do it myself. Run him as something. Where the big circles on her back? That is where the wings connect. So, oh, sorry. I haven't been working on them, but the character has sentient wings. So, this is one side, so it fits back here. I don't remember the exact angle. And then the other one is here. And they help her do the different attacks. Yeah. So, I figured working on her for stream was probably for the best. And then these I'll probably work on off stream. Unless we just take another day for Dizzy next week. But yeah. So the actual, what I'm working off of here, you can get a feel for the character. Yeah. So I did the bright green to start this one, and then the lightest blue for Dad. But that's the full character. We're just not working on those because that's a whole nother day or two of work. So I decided to go ahead and stick with her today to get started. If the wings get into an argument, can she still fly? Yeah, I don't know the full lore. I just looked up enough to kind of get started. But yeah, that's part of the character. You basically pick 3 characters. Yeah. But it's fun. I'm enjoying this. Do they have a Potemkin model? I think the other person that Scott found would probably have Potemkin. So Scott found another sculptor that had, I think, every character. He picked up Elfelt and Geo for us, but I'd imagine the other sculptor probably does. I don't know if Nomnom has any other Guilty Gear. I'd have to look. Even this sculpt is from a while back. I remember it like when we first got on with our Patreon. So even this one's an older sculpt from them. Geo would be cool to see. I think if you guys are enjoying this, I may mix them in with the Warhammer. Let Spirit Doggo be kind of the same colors as Necro. But if you're enjoying the 2D, we can do it, chat. We will have little Fern up soon from Freerin for Wasted Mind. We're reprinting her because unfortunately we didn't notice one of her arms had failed. It was fine from the front, but the second you turned her to the side, her arm is this big. So we didn't notice it until we went to go clean it up. So that's gotta get fixed. before we dive in. She was initially my plan for this week, but that's okay. Not again, yeah. Different spot is the annoying part. We beef up one area and then something else gets messed up. That's okay though, we'll get it. As soon as she's all good and pretty, I'll give her a coat of paint. Yeah, it's just really annoying because from the front we're like, yeah, we're ready to go, and then we turn her and it's like, God damn it, no we're not. No, we're not. Oh, there's Geo. If you want to take a look soon. Is that the Scott? Is that the sculptor that had like all the characters? I don't remember how much you looked through them all. I can't hear you. No worries. Oh god, oh. They have Blanca chant. Ooh! Next stream! There's a person with the dolphin. That's May. Get the Tatsugeki. Oh, but Slam, will I paint the green and yellow first, or the yellow and then the green? Ooh. Just reverse troll you with Blanca. Is you sure that sounds with it? Yeah. Whatever order that is. You'll never know. Gotta care if I'm gonna end up reading Guilty Gear lore all afternoon. I think Exalted linked, like, back when we were first getting it. There was like a 6-hour YouTube playlist of Guilty Gear lore. And I kept meaning to put it on. I need to do that one day. I just had days where I was like editing and recording instead of painting, so I never put it on. That is the one thing I don't like about YouTube days, is I can't really listen to anything else like I normally would. The bow looks hella weird. What did I do? I did something wrong. Let me put some of my midtone back in. I got too excited highlighting. Gonna get going. Love and appreciate y'all for some reason. Back at you. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. There is a surprising amount. Yeah. It's all bad guy being really cool. Jesus. That does sum up a lot of it, from my understanding. Again, I'm still very new to the series, but that does seem to sum up a lot of it. Strive story mode without fighting is 4 hours. Yep, I sat down to watch it thinking it would be like an hour and a half. No, I watched a full-on anime movie. I got my comfy chair out and my blankie, and I just sat there and watched it one morning. The type of a game with bottomless lore. Yeah, you could do some serious digging, but oh yeah. That's the best version of Air Force One I've ever seen, yeah. That's pretty good. And I'm very glad to have kind of started the dive into Guilty Gear after watching it for so long. It's nice to get involved with it a little bit more. Get back to practicing. I kind of figured with the season pass I'd get back to it. I think that'll probably be my fighting game schedule. Play the new stuff, go play some other stuff. Come back with the season pass, go play some other stuff. New character, come back. Where do you print armament on Twitch? What? Blanca, welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much for coming to wrap up the stream. I appreciate it. How are you today? I need to ask Scott a question, but I don't know if he can hear me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, your 3D printed pew pew? I don't know. I mean, it's not an actual. I mean, cosplayers build stuff. I think if we make the disclaimer, maybe that it's not an actual gun, that it is just printed plastic, maybe. I guess we can look into it. I don't know. I've never had to worry about that. I know real pew pews you cannot bring on stream. But I would imagine with the disclaimer that it's not real, maybe. I'd say just throw it in the Discord. Be safe. If you want to show it off. I mean, I print little bolters and stuff. Or I paint little Space Marine guns. I've been fine. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, it's not pew-pew shaped, but... we can look it up. Never had to think about that. What did he print? He printed Elfelt's gun from Guilty Gear. So that's her, that's what she uses to scoot around and do her ranged attacks. She has a large gun. It's like as big as she is. Bigger, I think. But he got it like full-size printed. So you guys worked on props before? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think cosplay stuff. I think you just have to make it very clear that it's not a actual firearm. Yeah, we can look into it if we're just never had to. Wow. I think I'm happy with her so far. I definitely need to get the skin tone started because it just looks so weird without shading. But I think the rest is coming together. If I can get the hair highlights where they need to be, I'll be a much happier girl. But for now, I think I'm happy. All that's changed to Strive is nutty. That's been kind of fun too, like diving in, because I really have only seen Strive. So it's kind of fun going back and seeing the designs for some of the others and like story and things like character changes, character design changes. That's been kind of fun. I went down like a rabbit hole reading about Faust one day. It was fun. But yeah, I think this is a good place to wrap up, chat. We got a lot done. Obviously, we still have a lot more to go. I guess you guys want me to bring her back to stream, or should I work on her off stream? I think I'm a little divided just with stream metrics, but I kind of want to just keep working on her on here. We'll see. If I don't have some more hams one day, maybe she comes back on. But I may tinker with her off stream. I think it might be a mix here as I try and get her finished up. But that's what we got. So we're gonna wrap up here. No Wednesday stream this week. I'm gonna take that day as YouTube day then. We'll be back on Sunday for some miniatures. I will probably be back to Warhammer at that point. So come back for some Warhams. I hope you have a good rest of today. If you want to hang out in between streams, we have our Discord. You can also check out my socials. Thank you, bro. So you can see the Purple Dark Angels I've been working on. Some of the other stuff that we've got here on stream will be there. And then YouTube, our playthrough of Space Marine is up on YouTube, as well as our VODs, some tutorials, shorts are on there as well. You can check all those out. So thank you everyone for all the support, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.